Hi, thanks for joining me today. Do you find that your stepchildren should be able to do things, but they often don't? In terms of things like tidiness, politeness, knowing what to do in certain social situations, being able to look after themselves. I post once a week, so subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell and I'll let you know every time I post. Sometimes when we have children in our home and they're not our children, we can assume that they will behave in particular ways and that they'll know the basics. They'll know all the stuff about saying hello, saying goodbye, saying good night, saying good morning, keeping the bathroom reasonably tidy. They know they shouldn't leave things like dirty toilet tissue around the place. They shouldn't leave their underwear on the floor. They shouldn't leave the toothpaste cap undone. At meal times, they should know to sit down, not fidget, not interrupt, to ask for things politely, to show a certain amount of appreciation, to be able to eat with their mouth closed, to be able to behave reasonably well, that they should know how to do the basics of living. When they don't, it's very easy to say, well, it's normal, isn't it? They should know that. And every time you say should or ought, then you're tripping over an assumption. An assumption. Okay, maybe they should know at their age. But when you find yourself saying should or ought, stop yourself. Because this is only a social norm that you have learnt to expect from your own upbringing, from the culture and the society we live in, about what is and isn't acceptable behaviour in our society. But children often haven't been told to replace the loo roll when they've used the last of it, or to clean the toilet if they've made a mess in it. You know, they should know, and the moment you say should, then think it's you that's tripping over the assumption. Because often parents haven't told their children how to clean up their messes, how to behave in certain situations, what is and isn't acceptable. A lot of that is just not taught. And it's not to say that they are never going to learn it. They will. But what you need to do is to educate them at that point, rather than diss them and say they should know better. Instead say, I'm going to tell them. Communication is absolutely key. And if you're clear about what it is you do want and tell them, and it doesn't need to be in a belittling way, but educate them, then they will be much more likely to conform in the future, rather than you just getting cross that they don't do it and should do it. Just think about it. Every time you get annoyed that they're doing something wrong, try the communication and education route to solve the problem. We run workshops, sessions, we have an email response service, we write booklets. You can find the links to our website and social media in the description box below.